Looking at my kids through the blind.
A lot of sporty looks on the Phoenix players here in the Valley of the Sun. This is a shot from earlier as they came down the tunnel. And the game arrival, sponsored by Express. Dress like a pro. Downtown Phoenix on a bright and sunny day as we come to you from Arizona. Welcome, folks, to what promises to be a great Tuesday night of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, and joining me tonight, Chris Webber and Greg Anthony, with our Hall of Famer David Aldridge reporting from the sideline. And here's what the schedule looks like for the Los Angeles Lakers. On Wednesday, they'll be playing against Draymond Green and the Golden State Warriors. And then on Friday, it'll be the Sacramento Kings coming into town.
And for that Thunder game, there aren't many other meetings that are as evenly matched as this one. Both teams can give and take punches, and this one, I think, is going to come down to the wire.
And nothing tips off a broadcast like getting the lowdown from the sidelines. And we've got David Aldridge there for that. David, good evening.
Well, guys, since Devin Booker's been in the pros, he's been able to show his ability to create. He said at Kentucky, all I shot was catch and shoot threes. I was fitting in with my team, playing off of others. But my dad always taught me the fundamentals. I don't want to rely on one thing. Being good at everything is how you earn your spot on the floor. Kevin?
He's doing it all, D.A. Thanks. In the new season, Chris, every team wants that fast start, but when you really think about it, how important is that in the grand scheme of things?
Well, it depends on where you are. Like, let's think about Houston last year with the injuries. You don't want to get to a slow start where you're fighting for home court advantage. So it's very important. And usually veteran teams know that first 2-3 weeks of the season is when you can sneak teams. And if you're a younger team and you understand that, wait a minute, it's all about attention to detail, focus, and playing hard, you can get some pretty nice upsets early because when for young teams, once the scouting report comes out and teams hone in on you, it might be a little bit more of a difficult
Look
season
out.
as the days go ahead. Yeah. Watch out. Watch out. Oh, come on. Hall of Fame, athleticism, and ability. James has no problem throwing it down in style.
Booker against Green. Johnson outside. To the middle. Here's Sharch. Up again. And the Suns get it back. Good on the shot.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there, no box out.
Oh, it's simple. When you fail to put a body on someone, you're inviting a breakdown on the defensive glass.
Sharch against Kuzma. Banked in off the glass.
It takes some strength to finish through that kind of contact, and Kuzma's definitely put in his share of work in the weight room.
Ayton against Davis. Ayton finds Johnson. Clock at 6. So the wing on the left. Suns moving the ball around. For 3, Booker. Phoenix keeping it alive with a new 14. Here's Sharch. A rebound by the Lakers. This game against Phoenix here, it's the first look at the Suns.
And they won the season series against this club last year, but, you know, then again, so did a lot of other teams.
LeBron passes to Kuzma over Johnson, and Kuzma gets it to go on the assist by LeBron. Kuzma's got his second basket of the night. The Suns have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. LeBron against Oubre. Ayton inside. And Ayton throws it down.
And dunking the ball is just second nature to Ayton. With the right positioning, he's a threat to throw it down.
Outside, Green. Hands it from downtown.
And early on, they look great. They've made all 4 of their shots to start this game.
Well, last season, LeBron James dealt with injuries. I mean, he ended up playing just 55 games. That's the fewest in his career. He's hoping he stays healthy this week.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, even a slight movement is going to catch a ref's eye. I mean, they're trained to focus on that.
Down low. It's tipped. Kuzma. Count that one. Kuzma's got 6. And throughout his career, Chris, no doubt here, LeBron known for his durability.
Well, just 2 seasons ago, he played all 82 games with a deep playoff run. Now he's in his mid-30s. Age does come into question. Father Time is undefeated, but he'd love to stay on top as long as possible.
Johnson against LeBron. Yep, it counts.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Loads it up for Davis, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Saric.
And a chance here to see the numbers for Davis. Coming off a terrific season, putting in about 26 points per, 12 rebounds, and almost 2.5 blocks. To have a scorer like him consistently deliver you points makes such a big difference for a team.
Yeah, it gives you something you really can rely on going into every game. And you can also work off of him to look to create for others.
And then Johnson with the jam.
He just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Now LeBron. 14 points from him the last game against Toronto.
And his passing also off the charts in that game. In just about every aspect of their offense, he was dialed in.
Out to the right wing. Bridges for 3. The shot misses. It's stolen by Kaminsky. Got a piece of it.
An average shot blocker. I mean, you want Kuzma to use his vertical more to redirect shots.
LeBron outside. Oh, Kuzma's in position. Poked away. Here's LeBron, and the dunk by LeBron.
You got to stay on James in transition. If you give him room to run, he jumps all over you.
1:33 left in the first quarter. And here is Johnson. 11 points for him in that last game against Brooklyn. Bridges shot. Good.
He's not focused on the D on most possessions, but you can forget about him altogether.
Break for the Phoenix Suns with a franchise-high 9-year playoff drought. There is pressure on this team to find their way out of that long rebuild.
And their moves on draft night, they raised some eyebrows. They've got some young talent, but can new coach Monty Williams turn them into a winner? Long-suffering Suns fans certainly hope so.
Last game for the Lakers, they picked up the W against Toronto.
In that one, they owned the backboards. Most of the second chance opportunities went to them.
Yeah, if you can be that much better on the glass, you're going to win the game.
Here's Johnson. 43 seconds left to play in the first. Pass to Ayton. And here's Booker from the arc. Doesn't go for him. So the Lakers will take it the other way. Pass to Caldwell Pope. Kicks it out to James. To the inside. Passes it to Kuzma. 6 to shoot. And it's Phoenix with the rebound.
Oh, he found the open space from mid-range. Just maybe rush his release a little bit.
Here's Booker. Really played well against Brooklyn in his last outing. From deep three-point range, and the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so it's Kyle Kuzma making things happen for Los Angeles. For moments during that quarter, it felt like a one-man wrecking crew. It seemed he was doing everything out there. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Well, yeah, this is their preferred pace, and it's gotten them out to an early lead.
Here's Booker. No points in the game yet for him. So the Lakers 5 right now. JaVale McGee is out there with DeMarcus Cousins. Then there's Avery Bradley. And it's Daniels in at the 2. Booker, right side. Shot clock at 6.
And guys, the stellar development of Devin Booker continued last season. Still a firecracker on offense and took strides to improve his shot selection and, equally as important, his decision making.
And Phoenix making a change here. Oubre's checked in. Inside. Here's Bradley. It's hauled in by Diallo.
Look, they say there are no easy finishes in the NBA, but that should be easy.
Booker with it. He's picked up by Cousins. Great positioning on the putback.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going. Cook kicks to Cousins. There's the feed to McGee. And stolen by Diallo. Here's Bridges. Offensive rebound. Baines dishes to Bridges. That ties the game. Bridges has got 5.
And that's an example of playing big, adapting to the situation.
Oh, yeah, difficult finish, but if you expected him to back down, better think again.
And Greg, with Booker and his progress, you really see it in his playmaking.
And that is what the Suns want from him long term. They see him growing into the same vein as a player like James Harden, someone who can carry the load offensively and still make others better.
Fires the 3. Rebound the Lakers. Bradley deciding where to go with it. And another 3 for the Lakers.
Oh, three-point shooting. I mean, the strength of Bradley's game offensively, incredible.
Booker outside. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. 5 points in the game.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, these days, so much emphasis on the perimeter game, but you can see why after that sequence.
Here's Booker. He's got 5. The pass to Baines. He kicks it to Oubre. Pass to Diallo. Clock is at 3, and it's good for 2. Diallo's got 4 points this quarter. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now.
A championship standard in LA with the Lakers. The expectations will always be high.
Oh, yeah, you've been there with me. I mean, we both looked up in the rafters and seen those 16 championship banners up there. I mean, with LeBron James in the fold, the expectation is to get to 17, 18, 19.
Cook, the pass to McGee, and it's McGee with the jam.
Well, that's just too easy for McGee. I mean, the minute he establishes position in this area, the defense is done.
And first time out of the game called for Phoenix. Chris, there are guys that talk a lot of trash on the floor. You played against some legendary trash talkers. Who stands out in that area when you think back to when you played?
And I tell you what, the 2 guys that are on my mind, they definitely could have talked trash with the best of all time, and that's Pat Beverly. We've seen what he does. He just keeps coming and coming and coming. And that guy, Day-Day, yeah, Draymond Green, the one that plays out there in Golden State. Oh, yeah, he has a mouth on him, too. I think you heard of him.
And when you played, who was the best trash talker back in your day?
By far, Larry Bird and Gary Payton. Those 2 guys would talk trash that so much that you would get entertained into their talking and be like, what are you going to say next? I'm having a good time out here. It was always in fun, but trust me, they always wanted to stick that dagger into you, too.
And you couldn't hide a smile either. They still getting you going. You could not hide a smile.
I couldn't, and that was my thing. I talked trash while I was smiling, so maybe no one else knew what I was saying but you. But those guys, they keep you laughing out there. They talk trash about you, themselves after they missed the shot. They would talk themselves down or talk to a fan that was talking to them. So it was always entertaining. The best trash talkers talk to everyone, not just to their opponent.
6 on the shot clock. Johnson finds Sharge. And again, it's the Suns missing. And so Green will bring it up for the Lakers. Here's Cook. There's three-pointers off the mark. Suns trailing. On the wing, Johnson. This one for three. And Davis pulls it down. Here is Cook. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. They kick it out to Green. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Here's Caldwell Pope. Rebound by the Suns. They're coming off that win against the Nets.
They shot the lights out from deep. Really stretched out the defense in that one.
Well, nowadays, the three-point shot is huge. They were fire from outside.
This break in the game gives us a chance to look at the teams with the most points off turnovers last season. Fourth, the Suns.
And they turned all those mistakes into points at the other end. That aggressive style really yielding big dividends.
That free throw missing.
Look, he's one of those rare bigs who can score from anywhere. Kaminsky hasn't been as good of a free throw shooter as one might expect.
Here's what the Lakers are going with right now. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for Cousins. LeBron comes in for Green. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Quinn Cook. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Rondo's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Pass to Kaminsky. There's 47 seconds left in the first half of basketball. And Davis sends it back.
He's got that huge wingspan, and boy, does he use it well on the defensive end. If Davis is within shouting distance of the shooter, there's a good chance he'll get a hand on it.
Now here's James to the paint. And it's Davis missing.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
The Suns shooting their fifth and sixth free throws of the game.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
Didn't have a free throw in the first quarter, but you can see he's starting to play with more energy now. He has a tougher attitude.
Ayton, he's checked in for Johnson. The Lakers also with a sub. Daniels is checked in. A fader. A shot off that time.
The inside just a bit too congested for him to get the usual shot he would have with rhythm.
It's all tied in Phoenix. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by.
Thanks, Kevin. AD, you see how they're playing you in the first half. What's the adjustment going to be?
So we got to come out with a great intensity, and it starts in the warm-up. So we got to come out with a great intensity, great mindset, and try to go out there and win the third quarter.
I have never heard anyone say it starts in warm-ups until now. Thanks, AD. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody. This home crowd is elated about what they've seen so far. I'm Ernie Johnson. That's Shaquille O'Neal. That's Kenny Smith. Well, for the Suns, Kenny?
Well, there was a big spark from the bench in the first half. Sometimes you're hoping for your reserves to come in and just hold court, but they didn't do that. They actually got better.
Shaq, what was your takeaway on the Lakers?
I think it was their passing that's kept them in the game. You can see it in their assist numbers. They were very, very unselfish. The ball moving from side to side, guys making good cuts. It's enabled them to create a lot of chances. As long as they stay on the same page and keep working together, they got a great chance to take control of this game.
And that wraps up the halftime show. Third quarter is set to begin in just a few.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Without question, Kyle Kuzma displaying his skills today.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And as they can't slow him down, you know what you do? You keep feeding them and feeding them and feeding them. This is the right game plan.
Suns shooting 39% from the floor, at their best. Saric and Ayton at the 4 and the 5. Booker out there with Tyler Johnson, and it's Oubre in at the 3, the small forward. That's who's out there for Phoenix. And it's Ayton missing.
He's not an easy man to stop. He's attacking the basket. The D doing everything it can.
Over in the corner, Green. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. James has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight.
As well as he's carried himself over the years, I'm amazed by the negativity about LeBron James. I mean, all he's done is 8 straight trips to the finals. Sometimes being on top makes you a target.
A nice shot by Booker.
So impressive, the fortitude, the will to battle back, but it did take a lot of energy to get here.
Yeah, true, but we'll see if they can keep forging ahead. For now, you've got to give them credit for coming back.
Just so resourceful as a player. Davis gets the job done inside in all sorts of ways, and that's one of them right there, crashing the offensive glass, getting that second chance bucket.
Chris, you think about what LeBron's accomplished, not just on the court, you know, his activism, his business acumen.
Yeah, shut up and dribble. That's what people want to do, Kevin, but he's not listening, and thank God for that. It's about his power. It threatens some people. For whatever reason, they love to knock you down a peg.
Feeds it to Ayton. For Davis. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And at 7'1" and 250 pounds, Ayton is a handful. Not easy trying to guard him without foul.
Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Phoenix. Last season, the Suns made DeAndre Ayton the #1 overall pick in the draft. They had no hesitation, Greg, in making that call.
And when a player like Ayton, who was in the Rookie of the Year combo from the get-go, is available, you have to take him. Not only is the upside sky high for Ayton, but he was an impact player from day one for the Suns.
Now, Chris, the common thought is you don't want to be a middle-of-the-road team. You think clubs are too quick now to pull the trigger on a rebuild as opposed to giving some time to what they've got and be more patient?
Are you kidding me, Kevin? Don't make me go. This is why I need a psychologist, because, hey, when I was in Washington, we had myself, Rasheed Wallace, and Juwan Howard, and Rod Strickland. Like, just wait a minute. Give us 1 year to try. And by the way, the Bulls won 72. We couldn't have won a championship that year anyway. And so, yeah, I think a lot of teams are short-sighted and it's based upon their expectations, and their expectations may not be based in reality. Only 1 for 5 to start the half. I mean, whatever adjustments they made at halftime weren't the right ones. They're on target from the start of the half. I mean, they're moving well. They're getting some good shots. Now, that makes them 3 for 4 from the field since halftime.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Rondo against Johnson. Passes it to Baines. Oubre kicks to Bridges. Oubre against LeBron. Oubre dishes to Bridges. A 3-pointer off the mark. Los Angeles leading by 5. Right wing. Back to James. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. To the middle. Here's Kuzma. They kick it out to Green. Back to James. Kuzma outside. Shoots over Bridges. The Lakers rebound. Over Oubre. And James with the basket on the assist by Davis. James has got the lead up to 7 now for the Lakers.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
And the Suns call time.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
Yeah, they might be pressing a little. I mean, forcing some things. This is a good opportunity to calm everyone down.
So for the Suns, Check Diallo comes in for Ayton. And it's Booker in for Mikal Bridges. And then for the Lakers, DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Davis. JaVale McGee comes in for James. And Bradley's subbed in for Green. Baines passes to Johnson. Kicks it out to Booker. And a miss there on the triple. And so it's Rondo bringing it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. 7-point game, the biggest lead in the game. Rondo against Booker. On the wing, Johnson. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Diallo with it. Cousins is there. And here's Booker from the arc. Trains the three-pointer. Booker's got 13.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
And that's why they're running plays for him. They're getting him the ball and letting him go to work.
And Cousins kicks to McGee. Over Johnson. The shot's good from McGee. 8 points for him.
Well, that's where McGee makes his living. On the interior, it makes them a much more effective offense when he's able to contribute in the painted area.
Here's Booker. And the rejection by Cousins.
I don't know if it's been the main factor, but his off night has definitely been one factor.
Kuzma can't get it to go. Suns trail by 6. Here's Oubre, and finished off by Oubre.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
Perfect example of how to run the break the right way and get a great look.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles.
And with LeBron James managing to extend his prime, the pressure is on this Lakers organization to make the most of it.
Yeah, you're right, Jay. I mean, it's the kind of pressure you want, though. I mean, getting those superstar players is the hard part. Finding that supporting cast, that's the hard work part.
Kaminsky is checked in for Phoenix. Saric comes in for Oubre. Rondo with the ball. The pass to McGee. Over Johnson. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And checking out the stats for Kyle Kuzma. A very nice season for him last year. Last season, he averaged 18 points per, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists. Fantastic totals for him across the board. I wouldn't be surprised if he keeps rolling.
I think if you talk to anyone on this team, they believe in his abilities 100%.
The Lakers making a switch here. Daniels is checked in. Back to Johnson. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist. Johnson's got 6.
And this is perhaps an area where Kaminsky is a little underrated. He has great court vision and makes really good decisions as a passer.
Rondo kicks to Kuzma. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
His individual effort has been outstanding tonight, and it's helped him grab the lead.
This is his 3rd free throw attempt of the game.
And he shot foul shots at about a 75% clip a season ago.
LeBron, he's checked in for JaVale McGee. Free throw good, Kuzma.
And they're doing a better job of working themselves to the line here in the second half.
Pass to Diallo. Back to Johnson. Kicks it out to Booker. That's in, coming off an assist from Johnson. Booker's got 9 points in the quarter.
Their three-point percentage has taken a big leap here in this second half.
Rondo against Johnson to the left wing. Now Kuzma. He's got 12. 6 to shoot. Inside. Cousins. And Cousins throws it down.
Whenever Cousins get that close to the basket, it's game over for the D. He is such a forceful presence, especially when he's dunking. They know they can't give him that shot. The D's are over it, not even giving him an inch of space.
And a great show through 3 quarters. As we enter the 4th, who will carry the day? Lakers lead by 6. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The 4th quarter is coming up next. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
How about the unselfishness? Night in and night out, we see guys trying to force their own agenda. Not that time.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. And on the court for the Lakers to start the fourth. LeBron and Kuzma make up the forwards. That's Rajon Rondo. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins, and it's Daniels in at the shooting guard.
Oh, and Cousins just has the mentality that no one can stop him. Even when he gets hit, he has the talent to brush it off and still nail the shot.
Davis is checked in for the Lakers.
What makes Cousins successful, you have to be willing to challenge people night in and night out at both ends on the floor.
Suns trail by 9. Here's Johnson, and the rejection by Cousins. Second chance shot, and there's the nice layup by Johnson.
Now, with all the intensity he plays with, boxing him out is a chore. Tough.
Out of bounds, Phoenix takes possession. And a quick look at how the Suns' schedule is shaping up. On Thursday, it'll be the Atlanta Hawks coming into town. And then on Monday, they'll be matching up against Gordon Hayward and the Boston Celtics.
And when you look at the Kings matchup, it's the second game of a back-to-back, and you know they're going to be feeling the effects of it. Playing that much basketball in that short amount of time really takes a toll.
And stolen by James. And now Davis pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
James is great at staying alert on defense, pouncing on any opportunity he sees to swipe the ball.
1 minute now into this fourth quarter. The Suns trailing. Johnson outside. And the slam dunk by Johnson.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Yeah, Kevin, you're right. They needed that, and I love that he just didn't settle for the lay-in.
LeBron James on the wing, covered by Saric. Over Saric. Here's Cousins. Rebounded by Kaminsky. Kaminsky's got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. Johnson finds Johnson. Rebounded by the Lakers. Cousins has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Back to LeBron. And he makes good on the layup. James has got the lead up to 9 now for Los Angeles.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And the Suns call time.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Without question. They're giving up too many high percentage looks, a trend that they'd like to reverse.
Phoenix making some changes. Ayton, he's checked in for Kaminsky. And Oubre subbed in for Johnson. Green, he's checked in for the Lakers. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, here's what Monty Williams went over with his team during the timeout. He is not pleased, and he told them they have to make a push right now. He said, look, we got to make a move, or I've got to pull the plug. Pretty blunt stuff, Kevin. Back to you.
LeBron against Oubre. James looking around. Pass to Cousins. Trying to get open is Davis. No good from Cousins.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
Excellent D, avoiding fouling and got in the perfect position to alter the shot.
Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Left side, Davis. Over Saric. And there's Davis. That's good on the assist by LeBron. James has got assist number 7 for him tonight. Booker against Green. Lets it go from 14. No good from Booker.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Here's Davis. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Tipped away. It's stolen by Green. Rondo passes to LeBron, and the dunk by James.
Defensively, I know we say it every game. You have to try to make someone other than LeBron beat you. Easier said than done.
Booker against Green. And here's Booker. Over Green. No good off the back of the rim. Booker against James. They kick it out to Green. Good, and the assist goes to James. Chris, you've been a commentator for the NBA Vegas Summer League. Amazing how much that event has grown.
Oh, how about this year? The Chinese, the Croatian national team. I mean, come on. It's just, this is a global game, and we're bringing all of them to Vegas to let fans go up in there and watch them and watch rookies at a young, early age and see the best players. I mean, this is awesome. You got to love how forward-thinking the NBA is. This is really cool to watch.
It is. And the Lakers call time here. They're in front by 12. 1:41 left here in the fourth quarter. Present our Jordan Player of the Game, LeBron James.
And his percentage from the field tonight seems almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
And as the star of this team, he knows he's going to be the object of the crowd's anger. .41 left in the game. And now here's Johnson, the fast break chance. It's stolen by Rondo. That's tipped. Oubre with the steal. Here's Johnson. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Kyle Kuzma picks one up.
Shooting for Phoenix, Tyler Johnson.
No good on the free throw. And the second free throw, good.
They're looking to get the most out of every possession. Frustrated to miss even one free throw right now.
On the wing, James. Covered by Oubre. Kuzma, that's good. And the Lakers lead by 13.
Check out Kuzma's quick and fluid release. No wonder he can get it going from mid-range.
Johnson outside. Back to Booker. Saric looking around. 5 to shoot. Ayton dishes to Saric. And the Suns miss again. Here are the Lakers with the ball. Over to the left wing. Kuzma, that's good.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
Oh, Greg, that's the dagger. You could tell they wanted that one. I know that seals it.
And then Johnson with the dunk.
Oh, great flow to that possession. Two players totally in sync with each other.
And it's Rondo with the ball for the Lakers. 13-point lead. Over in the corner, Green. Back to Rondo. The Lakers working the ball around now. Floats it up for Davis.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yeah, there's no doubt as to who was the better team. I mean, they proved it with this win.
Johnson finds Booker. Off target at the rim. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, gee, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much with DeMarcus Cousins. DeMarcus, physical challenge for you guys with another game coming tomorrow. What do you have to do to get ready with the quick turnaround?
Just rest up. It's part of the league. Back-to-back's a part of the league. So rest up and focus in and be ready for tomorrow. That's all I can do.
Hey, Boogie, nice job. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Chris Webber, Craig Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for being with us. We'll see you later.